I had a chance to test it in our lab, and I must say that I was quite surprised by the technological properties and sensory properties, and the appearance was like exactly the same thing. I couldn't be able myself to distinguish the conventional collagen or this vegan collagen.
Hi, welcome to Nutricosmetics 2030 podcast. I'm Patricija and I'm sitting with my guest Uroš Gotar,
Hello.
Chief Innovation Officer at TOSLA Nutricosmetics. Welcome, Uroš.
Good to be here.
The latest Nutricosmetics hype is around collagen peptides, which are strictly animal-derived. With vegan movement growing, the demand for vegan nutricosmetics will probably grow as well. We already see a lot of vegan collagen products on the market. However, we've established that there is no such thing as vegan collagen. In your recent video, you addressed this misleading term. As you said, these are actually vegan collagen boosters, but you also hint that real vegan collagen might exist in the future. Can you explain this a little bit?
Yeah, that's right. I was speaking actually about recent breakthroughs in bioengineering, where scientists have in fact developed something that could render us a product that we could actually label as vegan collagen, because it does not contain any animals inside or during the process. It's a process called recombinant protein production, and it uses fermentation to produce it. Now, yeah, we talk all about vegan collagen boosters, which is not actual collagen, but this could actually be called vegan collagen.
Exciting. And this so-called vegan collagen is the same thing as the animal one?
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I had a chance to test it in our lab, and I must say that I was quite surprised by the technological properties and sensory properties, and the appearance was like exactly the same thing. I couldn't be able myself to distinguish the conventional collagen or this vegan collagen. But in terms of efficiency, I really cannot say, because we would have to compare this in a clinical trial and compare both qualities versus placebo, and we haven't done that. But I have a good feeling that this vegan collagen, so-called vegan collagen, could be as efficient as the real thing.
Okay, interesting. But how do they make it?
Okay, so they take a gene that is coded for collagen production, and they put it in a cell, like bacteria or yeast in some cases, and then they use conditions that are desirable for this bacteria or yeast, and they produce protein, in our case collagen. So then they just harvest the thing. Actually, this process is itself, it's not new. It's been here since the 70s, and we use the same technology for things like production of vaccines, manipulation for crops for to be resistant for herbicides, and things like golden rice. I don't know if you've heard about that.
No.
It's actually rice that is genetically modified to have inside beta carotene, and with this technology they are able to tackle the deficiencies of vitamin A among children.
Okay. If I'm being honest, this sounds very artificial and I wouldn't be happy to take it. But do you think that consumers will accept it?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, because the way I see this is this drive that is propelling researchers to develop vegan collagen is actually coming by consumers or people who are hyper conscious about things they eat, about the health of environment, animal welfare, stuff like that. And I think that I can't say that those same people would be happy, having GMO vegan collagen. Even though it's vegan, it's still coming from genetically modified organism. So there's that. I think that we have to take stock, look at pluses and minuses on both sides, and just decide what's better. Like you said in your recent podcast, that collagen is an upcycling ingredient, and it would be otherwise discarded if not used by our industry or somebody else's industry.
We have to evaluate it.
Yeah, exactly. And also there's the price issue. I think the process that I described earlier is quite costly, actually, and it would probably render the products expensive, perhaps too expensive.
Yeah, but do you think that it will be available for massive production soon?
I really don't know. For the time being, it's not developed yet. I mean, it is developed in a lab scale, but you have to upscale it to be able to produce it at industrial levels. So for the time being, in industrial scales, it does not exist. And I haven't seen any timelines by those companies that claim to have developed it. So I really cannot say. I should also say that these type of products are labeled as novel foods in the EU or GRAS. They have to obtain the GRAS status in the US, meaning generally recognized as safe. And basically what it means is that the companies need to prove the safety of the product before they put it on the market. So we're talking about a lengthy and rigorous process.
I was gonna say that this sounds like it takes a while
It
to get it
does.
approved.
It usually does. And like I mentioned before, the cost efficiency is also another challenge, and it is a big challenge, in fact. And I think that the product will be so expensive, or that it is now so expensive, that it could only be used in stuffs like cosmetic surgery or stuff like that. I hope that we will be able to use it also in dietary supplements or food supplements, nutricosmetic products.
One day, but we'll have to wait a little bit more, I suppose. Until then, I suggest we continue with collagen because these give us the best results so far, as we could see in our recent clinical study. Thank you, Uroš, for this exciting conversation, and thank you for watching us.
Thank you.